am here today to do a ranking about a man. His name was Bond, James Bond. Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my 25 longest movie ranking I have ever done. Ranking of the 25 installments of the longest running movie franchise in the history of the universe, James Bond. And these movies are some of the most successful movies ever, and one of them has made it into my top 10 favorite movies of all time. You will find out what that is in just a tick. So, without further ado, if you want to know my favorite and least favorite Bond movies, then just keep watching. At number 25, at the very bottom, are you even surprised? Guess we'll die another day. Forget die another day. This steaming piece of shit can die and never fucking come back. I wish this fucking train wreck and disgrace to Bond and film itself did not exist. It has the worst one-liners, time to face gravity, the worst Bond girl jinx, the worst action scenes, the worst villain in Gustav Graves, and way too much fucking CGI, especially the windsurfing scene, which was just raping the Bond franchise up the butts, while I shed a tear when Daniel Craig's Bond died. If Pierce Brosnan's Bond died, I wouldn't give a fuck. At number 24, the second worst Tomorrow Never Dies, or Terrible Never Dies. The entire thing about you starting a World War III to get broadcasting rights. What the actual fuck? I know it's a James Bond, but that's just pushing it. And the villain is a pure joke. The Bond girls are either totally wasted or have no chemistry with Brosnan, and the title sequence and song by Sheryl Crow, it's not as atrocious as Madonna's Die Another Day, but it's still a stinker. At number 3, The World Is Not Enough. More like this fucking movie is not enough. I still put it above Terrible Never Dies and Die Another Day, but it's still terrible. I still struggle to find anything I like about this one. Getting a bullet launched inside your brain equals an instant death movie, though Christmas Jones is the only likable character aside from her dumb as fuck name, and Bond banging her was just disgusting. Oh dear, if you guys were M, you would fire me from MI6 for this, but at number 22, GoldenEye, more like Gold Stinker. None of the Pierce Brosnan movies are good, I'm sorry, not even Gold Stinker. It's the most vastly overrated Bond movie to date, and I don't even like Sean Bean's villain. I knew he was gonna die because Sean Bean dies in every movie he's in. Brosnan is not a Bond, he is a model, not an actor, and even Judi Dench can't make this one a bearable watch. Thank fuck we're done with Pierce Brosnan, but George Lazenby's era wasn't great either, and at number 21, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, or On Her Majesty's Sucky Service. Sorry Bond fans everywhere, loads will disagree, but I don't like this movie, and I especially despise that mean-spirited ending of what it did to poor Tracy. And Lazenby himself is just not compatible as Bond. It didn't help that he was only given one movie, but at least I have more appreciation for the song All the Time in the World after No Time to Die. At number 20, Moonraker. Again, I know my good friend Mr. TARDIS 11 / Ollie Pajak is a defender of Moonraker, but I'm afraid I'm not. I mean, mixed Bond with an astronaut, and Houston, we have a problem. And people complain about the slow submarine fights in Thunderball, but they are way more entertaining than the boring as fuck as space fights in Moonraker. At number 19, Octopussy, what the majority would label Roger Moore's weakest Bond movie, but for me it's his second weakness. Bond becomes a freaking clown in this one. Can you imagine if that happened to Daniel Craig and the laughs you would get from the audience? But at least the character of Octopussy is sexy and elegant, and at least I can laugh at how silly it is, unlike boring old Moonraker. At number 18, Diamonds Are Forever. This has always been my least favourite Sean Connery Bond movie, even though it does have its fans. But Connery, is sure it's a miracle he came back, but he's gained weight and is no longer in a fit state to play Bond. He's not as awful as he is in the unofficial one, Thunderball, but you can see he's grown tired of the role. And Bambi and Thumper, what are you kidding me? But there's still some glamour to it. It's just not quite the diamond it should have been. At number 17, You Only Live Twice. Yeah, I've given this movie a second chance, and I still don't care for it. It's when the Sean Connery era was really beginning to lose its momentum. Making Bond Asian was such a offensive, unnecessary decision. But I guess Blofeld is at his best in this one. At number 16, The Living Daylights. Sure, it's the lesser of the Timothy Dalton duology, but Dalton's a hardcore and ruthless portrayal of Bond kicks the living daylights out of Roger Moore's campy portrayal. I just wish this movie had a more original location and a narrative instead of trying to be Russia with Love number 2. At number 15, A View to a Kill. Does Roger Moore's final outing as Bond dance into the fire, as the Duran Duran song suggests? Not quite, but it still gets too much hate. Roger Moore is going wrinkly at 50. At least it's kills it with the villain played by Christopher Walken and the Bond girl who looks like Barbie herself. That Golden Gate Bridge climax is pretty sweet. At number 14, Quantum of Solace, clearly the dud of the Daniel Craig Bond movies, but hey, it's still a little underrated, and it's at least has some solid action despite the editing feeling atrocious, and Daniel Craig's performance can never be faulted. This movie just needed to be less rushed and would have been better had it been released a year later, had it not been for the writers' strike. At number 13, the most underrated Sean Connery Bond movie, Thunderball. I know you're like, Harry, what are you thinking liking Thunderball more than a Quantum of Solace? Well, for me, Thunderball is way more fun, and I, for one, don't find the underwater fights too boring, and I adore the Bond girl. Shirley Bassey is missed for the theme song, despite Tom Jones's best efforts, and the villain did sink this one down a little. At number 12, License to Kill, my favourite of the two Dalton movies. I'm with you, Chris Stuckman. This was right to go even more hardcore and bloodthirsty than The Living Daylights. While not the darkest Bond movie as some claim, it's certainly got some of the most shockingly horrific deaths in the franchise, and Felix Leiter and Bond's friendship is fully explored here, and the Bond girls actually kick ass. Number 11, The Man with the Golden Gun, another highly underrated Roger Moore Bond flick. This one is loaded with fun, with one of the strongest antagonists in the Roger Moore era, Christopher Lee's Scaramannder. Yes, Saruman is in a Bond movie, and Goodnight is one hottie in that bikini. At number 10, For Your Eyes Only, unpopular opinion, this is one of my favourite Roger Moore Bond installments, and I think the Bond girl is incredibly sympathetic as she goes to avenge to get justice for her parents. She made this movie, and this movie is right to bring Bond back to Earth and back to the traditional way after the campy land of Moonraker, and the parrot with Margaret Thatcher at the end was genius. At number 9, Live and Let Die. This came close to being the cream of the Roger Moore era, and it's helped bring new life into the franchise. Solitaire was a Bond girl with more layers to her than most for her time, and the villains getting involved with voodism added to their creepy touch, and this movie had the balls to jump the alligator in one action scene. At number 8, From Russia We've Loved. Yes, Sean Connery came back as Bond in style, and I can see why this was his favourite Bond movie that he acted in. The first Bond movie that cemented the structure for the series going forward, the first with a Bond theme, and it even expanded on a Spectre. Number 7, Casino Royale, the first Daniel Craig Bond movie, and a damn good and near flawless one. It is the Batman Begins to Batman and Robin in terms of Bond. Take notes, Amazing Spider-Man. This is how you do a reboot, and Dan, no matter what that naysaying Craig is not Bond site says, Craig is Bond, and Vesper Lynd being one of my favourite Bond girls, and she leave an impact on not just this movie but all 5 Craig movies, and even the new Grindelwald himself, Mads Mikkelsen, got to be the villain in this one, and that torture scene was rather ballsy. At number 6, The Spy Who Loved Me. In terms of the Roger Moore Bond movies, no other movie did it better or half as good as you, baby, you're the best. Who doesn't love that Bond theme? But yeah, what makes this Roger Moore's best Bond movie is the Bond girl, but by far. She is phenomenal, and it's curious of why she wasn't one of the Bond girls Bond fell in love with, and she only got one movie. Jaws is one jawsome Bond henchman, and it's all around classic Bond. At number 5, Goldfinger. Yes, Goldfinger set the gold standard for Sean Connery's Bond, and the image of the Golden Lady. You cannot mistake this movie for any other Bond. Pussy Galore, despite her absurd name, is a pretty awesome Bond girl, and so is the titular antagonist. While it's not quite the alpha and omega of the Connery era, as everyone says, it's pretty damn close. At number 4, Skyfall. What I am sure the vast majority of you would place either 1 or 2 on your Bond ranking. I mean, Skyfall won 100% deserves all of the praise that it has received for nearly 10 years now. It's skyrocketed the hype back for Bond after the duz that was Quantum of Solace, and from its heart-pounding and shocking opening scene, to which you think Bond has presumably been killed off, to its unique story about Bond protecting Emma from a former rogue MI6 agent Silver, to Adele's just stunning and catchy as fuck theme song, Skyfall. Yeah, Skyfall of course makes it into the top 5. At number 3, Dr. No, the cream of the Sean Connery Bond era, and the very first one. Without this movie, we would not have had 60 years of Bond movies. Sean Connery says one of the best versions of the Bond, James Bond, lines in this movie, and Honey Rider's probably probably the most underrated Bond girl. I haven't heard a lot of Bond fans hold her as high regard as one of the best, but I think she deserves to be, and she certainly gets the hottest introduction of any Bond girl when she emerges from the ocean with the seashells in a full bikini gear. Doctor No's one of my favourite Bond antagonists, and it's a pity he just got one movie. And I don't mind that there's no Bond theme in this one because it was the first movie. The opening titles are still artsy. At number 2, Spectre. Yes, my most controversial placement on this list, I guarantee you. But the fact that I own 2 of the Sam Mendes directed Bond movies, Skyfall and Spectre, on DVD is a testament to how great that they really are. And one other Bond movie will soon be joining my DVD collection. But in this one, Bond truly faces the risings on the wall as we get some of the most badass and glamorous action set pieces in any 007 movie, particularly the opening Day of the Dead helicopter fight, which never ceases to amaze me, and the meeting scene being one of the most atmospheric scenes in any Bond movie, and a Bond finding love again in the form of Madeline Swan, my all-time favourite Bond girl, and nobody will convince me otherwise. And we even get Oscar-winning actor Christoph Waltz as Blofeld. I seriously ask you guys, what is not to love? And this it may not be my favorite Bond movie anymore, but for 6 years it's held the record. And my number 1 favorite Bond movie of all time is, you all know, No Time to Die. This is a movie that's so epic and so perfect it can't be touched. And I know a Frozen fan agrees with me about this being the best Bond movie ever and one of the best movies ever made. And this was the first movie I saw in the cinema in 2021. Daniel Craig, by a freaking landslide, had the greatest send-off of any Bond actor. All the others ended on meh notes. I mean, Sean Connery had Diamonds Are Forever, Roger Moore had A View to a Kill. So Timothy Dalton didn't have that bad a send-off in License to Kill, but Pierce Brosnan has the shittiest by far in Die Another Day. But No Time to Die totally buries all those, and that ending is so powerful. It is No Time to Cry. So I am proud to call No Time to Die the best Bond movie ever made. Check out my full review to hear my full thoughts on this masterpiece. That was my ranking of all 25 James Bond movies from 1962 to 2021, and to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Bond, I shall get the DVD and Blu-ray of No Time to Die and watch it like there's no tomorrow over and over again. Oh well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this ranking. What are your favourite and least favourite Bond movies? I'll be expecting to see Die Another Day at the bottom, and predicting most of you will put Skyfall and Casino Royale and No Time to Die towards the top. Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, and I'll see you next time when I rant on Little Mermaid 3 Ariel's beginnings. And remember, movies are us. Bye guys.